Tonight at the Station Music Hall, it's over now, so sorry if you missed it, but Doc Walker is here tonight. They were here tonight, now that you're watching this video. We're having a whole lot of fun. I got to tell you guys, thank you so much for being here and being back in Sarnia, Ontario at the Station Music Hall.
It's awesome being here. What a great event. It's nice to come back and play a bunch of old songs, a bunch of new songs, and get ready for the future. I mean, this is
well, you say come
night.
back. I think you and I were talking earlier, Chris, about I think it was the Imperial Theater you guys played the last time.
We were talking about that in the way to the hotel.
It was
with Emerson Drive, wasn't it?
Yeah. I checked it out. It was definitely the Imperial Theater. That's awesome. Well, listen, you're celebrating 20 years, and I got to ask you the question, because a lot of bands, they don't really last a couple of years. What would you say, besides all the obstacles, what's kept Doc Walker going here?
Well, honestly, I think I was just talking to the owner's wife about this, and just saying that the reason why Chris and I, especially, and the whole band, because it's a crazy dynamic that we stay together, is because I think we teach each other stuff. And you know, I teach him to be less of an ass.
Whatever. Go ahead. You can say it.
Hey, that's what I am.
Right. There's got to be a synergy going on there, right?
I think what
when it all comes down to, we're all in this for the common goal, right? Where we're all going for the same thing. We may not get there the same route.
What is the common goal?
The common goal is to basically bring the best out of us and to bring it to the fans, especially.
Well, you definitely brought it to the fans here tonight at the Station Music Hall, and I gotta say, it's the first time I've seen you guys live, so I appreciate your sound and everything. We talked about that too, about sounding like the record, or the record sounding like you, really. It was really interesting that you guys pulled off a Genesis song tonight.
Yeah.
And like, when I say pulled it off, like, the crowd appreciated what you did.
Well, really, when it comes down to it, we're just a good old classic rock country band from the prairies. I mean, we spent our life playing in country bars where it was like playing rock and roll and playing Tragically Hip and playing
the Guess Who,
right? The Guess Who, and playing the Doors, and
you did throw in a little AC/DC and Zeppelin there tonight. And the crowd really loved that. That's for sure.
But I think really what it comes down to is that Doc Walker has done everything we possibly can to get every fan that comes through the door up on their feet and happy to be at the place that we're playing. And that's what our goal is, and it's what it's always been. It's just to, when you really capture fans and you're really trying to make them happy, that's what we do. It's like I wake up in the morning, he wakes up in the morning, we think, what are we going to do? What are we going to write? What are we going
to give the fans? The Video Show Network is, I don't know what's going on there.
Love these guys.
That just shows off how much fun we've had here tonight.
Yeah, really, it's been a blast.
And you know, it's interesting. I've always, like I said, it's the first time I've seen you guys live. So I mean, I've watched you guys for years, but to be able to pull off what you did, and I know you've kind of been listed as in the country world, but Doc Walker is just a band doing what they love and pulling it off, right?
Yeah, it's
really,
no compromise. It's kind of like. We're Doc Walker. You throw it out there. If you like it, you like it. And if you don't, you don't, I guess. You know, I was going to say this before. We've been burnt before. We've gone to concerts. We've gone to movies where you're like, come on, Tom Cruise, you suck.
Let down, right?
And you totally let down. And there's nothing worse than that. Especially Chris. He lives in a small, very small town. 50 people. There's
like 7 people, I heard.
Yeah, no theater, nothing. So he has to make the drive out. He has to do the dinner with the wife. He has to extra popcorn because it's a special night. And if the movie sucks, that's nothing worse than that, you know. And
then I really got to be a good husband.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you know, it's funny you say that, because there's a lot of sincerity on stage, if you don't mind me saying.
Well, there
you
has
guys
to
are
be.
talking, because
I'm glad you brought that up, because there's times when Dave and I look at each other, and there's a communication after starting a band when we were 12 years old. When we know that things aren't going right or they're going great.
So you're like 5 when you started?
We have that look of like, okay, it's time to fix this, and just, we've always been about the crowd. We've always been about the fans. And it's not that we want to just create stuff for the fans. We want to create our stuff the way we do it, for the fans because that's what they want. And unless you do that, then you're just creating something that's just out there.
You've done it well without compromising who Doc Walker is, but still delivering awesome performances. I tweeted you, by the way. I know you're brand new on
brand
Twitter,
new on it.
so I got you. So I don't know if I was the first tweet or whatever, but
might have been.
It was an amazing performance by Doc Walker here tonight at the Station Music Hall. Great to meet you guys.
Great
Thank
to
you
meet
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much.
I know you guys
that.
are spent, and I appreciate the time here tonight.
No
Thank
worries
you.
at all.
Sarnia.
By the way, I gotta say,
Yeah.
we're playing Sudbury tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I got my Sudbury attire on.
You got the plaid on.
Let's go Sudbury!
Right on. Thank you, Doc Walker. Really appreciate you being here in Sarnia. Broadcasting for the Video Show Network, the exclusive video interview right here at the Station Music Hall with Doc Walker. I'm David Burrows. Thanks for watching.